people just purposefully say things that aren't true. Like, for example, the narrative on the KKK issue. I mean, Donald Trump, I have tape. I played it in August. He did it on Friday before all that interview on CNN. He did it all weekend. He did it this morning. He did it 2 mornings ago on the Today Show. And it doesn't matter how many times that he says that about the KKK. Mitt Romney repeated it today. It's not true. Nor is it true when Marco Rubio said it. And I talked to Marco last night, and I said, Marco, it's just not true. And that is a bridge too far for me. That is what Democrats do to Republicans. Whoever the Republican nominee is, they're going to say is racist. They're going to say is sexist. They're going to say is a homophobe. They're going to say they want to poison the air, water, and take your grandmother in a wheelchair and throw her ass over a cliff. That's what they're going to say.
Well, I know. I've been on the receiving end of all that. But I think with the KKK quote in particular, what happened is in the moment he did not answer that question with the same clarity he's answered other questions about terrorism, about immigration.
But he's answered it many times before and after.
That you're right.
That doesn't reflect on his
you're right, that he didn't answer it the way that you wanted to hear it. He came out and he clarified it. You know, they seem to want to give everybody else a break. Now he's clarifying it, let's leave it alone. Because what we're seeing right now with Marco and with Ted and putting Mitt up on the stage, it's the epitome of crony capitalism. This is all proof positive. The establishment, the RNC, Wall Street, K Street, think tanks, you guys are beyond desperate. You smell of desperation because all you want to do is keep these cheap jobs
that's not true at all.
that you have.
Here's what's
right,
happened
while the American people are suffering.
Hey,
Sean, could you
conservatives have been on the
what are those statistics?
And Romney's echoing those conservatives.
Let me jump in here.
America's doing better now?
Well, 95 million Americans are out of the labor force. 46 million Americans are on food stamps. 50 million Americans are in poverty. We've doubled the debt. Median income is down in the last 7.5 years, and Americans are suffering. And
Sean, this election's about the voters and the American people. Plain and simple. Fix the country, change the players. What all the polls and all the primaries are showing is that the country wants an outsider, a doer, a natural-born deal maker, and a winner. And they've shown who do they want? Donald Trump. Not interested in Marco Rubio, not interested in Ted Cruz, not interested in John Kasich, and nobody is interested in Mitt Romney and what he has to say.
Right. Sean, if I could jump in. The fact is conservatives are upset because they don't want to see someone who doesn't have a proven conservative record take over the Republican Party. That's what this is about. It has nothing to do with the establishment. It has everything to do about the principles and ideas that many of us
you acknowledge that your doubts are about him not having a proven record. So in other words, the things that he's saying are conservative, but you just don't know whether the conversion is real.
He's a politician. Politicians can say anything. And look, I'm at CPAC.
He's been a politician for 7 months.
5 years before Reagan was elected president, in 1975, he gave the famous speech where he talked about the bold colors, not pale pastels. So that was 5 years before he was president. So Reagan was marinating and proving his conservative ideas and record for years before he ran for president. Donald Trump, 5 years ago, Trump was hosting The Apprentice. He was supporting socialized medicine. He was giving to Democrats, Harry Reid, Hillary Clinton,
and Republicans like Ted Cruz as well.
Skepticism that exists on the right.
And Ted Cruz as well, and other Republicans, because he was not. He's not a politician. He's not an insider. I mean, they throw Mitt Romney up onto the stage today. Mitt Romney wasn't even a Republican until 1985.
I mean, Trump is the ultimate politician. He is running a brilliant campaign.
He's the ultimate
on appealing to people's fears rather than their aspirations.
He is the ultimate businessman, and he's going to take his
never
acumen and his successes. He doesn't have a proven record because he doesn't have a record. He's a businessman. He's a job creator. And as Mitt would say, he's the greatest job creator and businessman of all time. Don't you understand what you're doing is you're destroying the Republican Party. Donald Trump is not destroying the Republican Party. You are, and the RNC is. And you guys should knock this off before you end up ensuring that Hillary Clinton is going to be the next president. And then you really have to worry about the Supreme Court.
No,
we just make the arguments on the issues.
Led by people like, again, Dana Lash, National Review, Ted Cruz, Glenn Beck, Tom Coburn. People,